Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cooks Stuff. The other day I picked up a couple of steaks on sale and I was thinking about how to prepare them. Didn't want to do things the same way, but I realized I had the ingredients for an unusual way to prepare steaks, so I decided I'd try those out tonight. Anyway, let's take a look at our ingredients. They're pretty simple this week. These are the ingredients this week. First and foremost, I have 2 beef short rib steaks I got from Ito Yokado for 40% off, which was a great deal. I've got a bottle of salt sauce from Sekai no Yamachan. They recently opened a store not far from where I work, and I went in the first week, got a free bottle of sauce when I was done. And finally, oh my god, I actually reviewed these the last time they were out. Death Mix potato chips, they're back. We're going to put these on the outside of the steaks. So, let's go ahead and get started with the steaks proper. So I went ahead and put some of this sauce on one side of the steak and kind of spread it around. I'm going to put it on the other side of the steak, and then we're going to get those potato chips out. And that's both sides coated. Also, I went ahead and crushed up this bag of potato chips. We're going to go ahead and coat each side of this piece of steak in these spicy potato chips. All right, well, I think I managed to coat both sides of this piece of steak in salt sauce and spicy potato chips. Let's go ahead and put it in a pan, fry it, and see how it turns out. Well, I think that's coming along nicely. It smells pretty good, too. We got a little while longer, though. It's still kind of pink. All right, I think that's done. The chips didn't stick to the steak quite as well as I'd hoped, but we're going to go ahead and go with it anyway. Let's throw it on a plate, try it out, see how it tastes. All right, moment of truth. I have a piece of steak with salt sauce from Sekai no Yamachan and Death Mix potato chips crust on top. As I say, they didn't stick quite as well as I was hoping they might, but I think the flavor probably still translated, and it's nothing to just put a handful of chips on each bite. So, a nice bite of steak with some of these spicy potato chips. These are really, really spicy. They were spicier than I recall. Anyway, I mean, that smells pretty good. Nice and spicy and meaty. Let's give it a try. See how it tastes. Okay, that's excellent. I mean, you've got that nice beefy steak. You've got that salt sauce that gives it just a perfect amount of saltiness that you want on a steak. And those potato chips give it a really nice kick, but something about frying them has reduced the amount of spice. So they're spicy, but not as spicy, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Yeah, I need another bite of that. All right, let's get a good one here. We'll load it up with some of these chips. There we go. Take a look at that. We're gonna have another bite here. Yeah, okay, I like that. It's nice and simple. I mean, it's a piece of steak. They'd already even scored it for me before I even bought the thing. And all I had to do was add a little bit of salt sauce and some crushed up spicy potato chips. And if you're curious, where's your vegetable, Brad? Well, I bought a bagged salad and threw on some salty dressing. So we can just have a little bite of that here. I did nothing to that, so that one's pretty much as is, but there's your vegetable. Anyway, let's go ahead and have one more bite of this steak. All right, get a nice big bite here at the edge. There we are. Okay, so this was kind of a last minute idea that I had. I had the steak, I had the sauce, and a friend of mine told me that those Death Mix potato chips had come back out this year, and I figured, why don't I crush up a bag, put them on the steak, see how they taste? And you know what? I'd say it was a success. So this is not difficult to make. And do you have to use the same sauce I do? Nah, man, you could use anything. Use steak sauce, use chili sauce, whatever. And as for potato chips, if you can't find spicy ones, especially ones that are this spicy, use simple potato chips. Go with barbecue flavored. Go with just plain salt. It doesn't really matter. This is really, really good. Anyway, this is my dinner tonight, and I've got most of the piece of steak left. I am going to enjoy finishing every single bite of this thing. But, as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in, and we will see you in the next video.